All right, so we are going to go ahead and get started. First off, thank you so much to everyone who is attending here. We are going to, like I said, have this as a recorded video. So if you want to rewatch it or anyone watching it now, we just basically want to go ahead and give you a whole introduction into DBS real quick, also where we're at for 2023, and then most importantly, talk about the audition process because DBS Films, we make movies for our fans with our fans. And this is the amazing community that we will always continue to work for, create movies with, and have you guys on set. So really, first off, I just want to talk a little bit about DBS. This is going to be, we've made so far, we have 12 movies that have been finished with our 11th movie, Forest of Death, coming out shortly. We've been making movies since 2017, but here's the thing, guys. We have only had a Discord for less than a year. We're coming up on the 1-year mark in February, and it's something where, look at us now, we already have 12,000 members. We got 300K on TikTok. We're closing in on 10K on YouTube. So this is really something where we are on a huge growth streak right now. So the biggest thing that happened last year for us is we decided that we're going to make our model of making movies for our fans with our fans. What that means is we're going to be the first fully community focused movie studio here, in the sense that we want to not only have your input when it comes to making the movies, what movies we should make, what you think about them, have you in the movies, have you writing on the movies, all of these different things we want to do. And the way that that's going to happen is that we continue to grow. Right now, we are still in a super startup phase. So everyone hearing this right now, you guys are super early to the party. We are just getting started. 2023 is going to be a big year of a lot of hard work for us, but we're ready to do this work because if we continue to scale and we continue to grow and develop, right now we're not even doing this full time. We both have other full-time obligations with businesses that we are also in charge of and managing. So it's something where it's a lot of work, but this is the work we want to do. We want to scale DBS. We want to make this grow. We want to cast more people. So really the big thing with this is everyone's part of this community right now. Your support's going to mean the world. So Brendan, what do you think about where DBS started and where it's at now? Because it's been such a huge rocket, just a rocket of growth over the past year.
Oh, 100%. I mean, we've been doing this for 5 years now, but I really consider, since we made Girl in Cabin 13 about 2 years ago, was really the time that we were able to change our trajectory. And you guys are so ahead of the curve right now, because just to give you an example, the movie that we're about to release, Forest of Death, only had one super fan from the Discord in it. We saw how well Aries did. He came in there, came on set, gave a great performance, and he did such a good job that, the next movie that we did, Into the Forest 2, which is probably going to be shown to the Discord in the next 3 to 4 weeks, we cast over 20 people from the Discord, and we're going to continue to scale. So you literally went from one person to 20 people, and that's the growth that we're trying to achieve here. And, my experience with the Discord members and pulling people from the Discord to act has been absolutely fantastic. It's been such a blessing. It's been such a pleasure that I am trying to put as many resources into casting as many people as possible to kind of break down the Hollywood system. You don't need to go out to LA to become an actor. We will fly you in. We will pay for everything. All you need to do is focus on giving a good performance. And it's not like our stuff just kind of goes on YouTube and never gets seen. The Murder House may have probably over 1 million people have seen that movie. Not the Shapeshifter, Forest of Death is probably going to be seen by even more people. And each movie we're going to get, you're going to get more visibility, more eyes on it, and we're both going to get better together. We want to see you guys get better as actors, and we want to get better as a production company, so we both can kind of, just grow together. And you guys are in such a good position right now because you're literally the first people to actually do this stuff. We're going from 1 to 20 people, and we want to even get, as many actors as possible into these movies to just become, just get better and really kind of take down this Hollywood system and really kind of show the power of being an indie community focused platform.
100% that. And really, this is where the strength comes. If you've listened to any of our podcasts or YouTube videos, we mentioned the biggest asset that we have is this community right here. Everyone banding together, everyone coming together. That is our strength. That's what's going to make us stronger. And really, one thing I want to highlight before we hop into the audition process is the more you guys support us and the more you support DBS, the quicker we grow. That means the more opportunities for everyone. Like I said, right now, this is not full time for us. Every single penny we get, we put it right back into marketing. We put it right back into growing the Discord. We put it right back into making movies. And we're going to continue to do that because our goal is to scale up as rapidly as possible. So with that being said, the best way that you can support us, we do have a channel in the Discord called the Point Setting System. Basically, what the point system allows us to do is reward you for being a DBS super fan. So if you're basically sharing our social media posts, if you're watching our movie, if you're doing anything of that nature, you naturally are going to go ahead and get rewarded for that process. So really, anytime you're doing those little things, I mean, think about it, guys. If everyone's sharing our posts, if everyone's commenting or doing these things, it's going to get us to get a lot more eyeballs on our movies. And a lot more eyeballs on our movies means we can scale up and grow and develop even more. So basically, the bigger thing that I wanted to kind of mention with this is your opportunity to really kind of help us. You know, it's something where if you're out there watching our movies, giving us reviews, the biggest one coming up is our launch team. So if you'll take a look in the Discord, we do have the Forest of Death launch team. The number one thing you can do for us is as soon as a movie comes out, if you rent it and review it, that's going to get us moving forward in the algorithm. That's going to go ahead and push us to the top. And again, if we're able to go ahead and work together on this and get these movies getting traction, that's going to be the difference between us casting 5 and casting 50 people. It's going to be the difference between us scaling up, getting bigger, getting larger. So what we want to do is the people who are actively supporting us, you're going to go ahead, not only will we get different perks within the community itself, we're also going to have in-person super fan events. We're looking at Las Vegas premieres for our movies. So a lot of these things are going to be basically rewards that you'll end up getting as you're scaling up and as you're doing things that are rewarding that. But we do 100% weigh the factor of being a super fan, of being active in this community as something that will help you get casted in our movies. And the reason for that is when you are on set, it is so critical how that actor is on set. And a lot of actors out there, a lot of professional actors, a lot of actors you might meet, you know, they don't really have too much passion about the project. They're doing it just for a paycheck. Where the difference that we've seen is that having someone who is already supportive of DBS, already supportive of this process and doing these things is just absolutely amazing to work with. And I will say you have to give a huge shout out to all of the actors who have already come before you because they have solidified this model. Brendan, do you want to talk about a little bit how much better it is to have someone who is supportive about the project, what the difference was working with a super fan versus, you know, our first 8 movies when we were just casting random actors?
Yeah, 100%. There's so much financial risk on doing these movies, and there's such a time crunch because we only have 8 days to get a 120-minute feature film done. And to have somebody quit or walk off the set or just be difficult to work with is just, it could ruin a whole production. So, having and working with fans that, number one, have seen our stuff before, have seen all our movies, and, that love horror movies and that love and are committed to, this community takes a huge weight off my shoulders because I don't have to worry about them walking off set or having issues or causing trouble on set. We just don't have time for that. To give you an example, today I met with Ben, who played Roger in our last feature, and just having dialogue with him, I was saying, look, we're trying to use this climax from Girl in Cabin 13. We're trying to use this scene from Murder House. I know this won't work because it was done in The Invited. I'm using our movies as a way to communicate with him, and he knows how to communicate back to me because he's watched all our stuff. And to have that kind of level of communication is next level because then we don't have to go back and forth. So when I'm talking in pre-production with all the, the actors that I'm working with, and, we're referencing movies that we've done before, and I say, hey, look, I'm trying to recreate this scene, and the actors have all watched our stuff before, that synergy is just much more powerful and allows us to, move past trying to figure out what we both want, and we both get on the same page as quickly as possible. because we don't have months to do pre-production on these features. We're going to shoot 4 movies next year, and we just have to move as quickly as possible. That means we probably have 1 month, if that, in pre-production. So being on the same communication path, watching all our stuff and supporting us is just a huge benefit that I see from working with actors that we've worked with on the Discord before. But just being in the community, understanding, working with other people, watching horror movies, and just, putting yourself out there to learn as an actor and, cultivate in this community. I know we do a lot of acting challenges and we do a lot of feedback sessions. All that stuff is so important because even if you're not cast for the next movie or the movie after that, you're also getting better, with yourself. You're getting better with your acting abilities. And eventually, our paths will cross and we will be in a movie together. And when that happens, you guys will be much more experienced and hopefully we'll be much more experienced at the same time so we can make a really cool movie together.
Completely agree. And honestly, back to what I was mentioning earlier, you are all so early in this process. If you continue to audition, if you continue to be part of the Discord, if you continue to like participate and support DBS, there's 100% chance that you will be in a movie as we continue to grow and scale. Eventually, I will not be able to say that because next year our goal is to have 50,000 Discord members. 5 years from that, we might be pushing 1 million. So really, our goal is to continue to scale and grow. As our budgets grow, that means we're going to have more movie opportunities, more roles, and it's not just acting. If you've noticed with our challenges that we're doing, which by the way, highly recommend to do the challenges. Not only do you get points, you get direct feedback from myself, and we're the ones that are doing the casting. So that's what I'm going to really notice. You have 4 opportunities to audition throughout this year, but you have 26 opportunities to get direct feedback on your acting from me with the challenges. And you can also win a cash prize. So there's no reason not to do those challenges, but we want to scale up more than just acting. We want to do writing. We want to have screenwriting. We have special effects as well, too. Huge shout out to Ratastic or Tatum here, who did an amazing job on set. So there's going to be a ton of different opportunities as we continue to scale. And as I mentioned, supporting us is really going to go ahead and provide that scaling to come quicker. So now I wanted to go ahead and talk about the audition process. As we mentioned, we are looking at 4 movies this year, but we have a feeling we might be able to sneak in 5. That being said, our first movie, which is being dubbed The Roger Files as of now, is looking to move its way into production, which means that we are going to have auditions very soon for that one. It is going to be a smaller film compared to the ones that we do. We do have a bigger one in mind for Bigfoot, no pun intended with that one, but we are going to have auditions for that most likely within the week. So guys, we're going to have auditions coming very soon. We're going to be posting those. Here's the way the audition process will work. Very easy, very simple. All it is we will post all of the sides that you'll be reading from. You simply select which character you're reading for. You go ahead, you record yourself reading for that character. You then upload it to either YouTube or any streaming site that I can see. You submit through a Google form and you link to that. It is as easy as that. Now, the first time we did this, I gave feedback to all 700 people who had auditioned. I'm expecting a lot more than 700 people to audition this time, and that's not even counting what we had through backstage as well, too. But basically, we're going to go ahead and if you are a super fan, you will get feedback from me. So that's going to be one of the shifts there. You'll get a little bit of feedback, but again, you don't need to be a super fan to be auditioned to get the role. We are looking for the best performance, but if we have someone who has similar performances, one's a super fan, one's not a super fan, we know that person who is a super fan's already going to, like Brendan was saying, know DBS, know the language, be passionate about it. So that is the advantage that you will get going into auditioning process. But that being said, we did end up casting people who were not super fans as well. So it's not that it is something that you have to do, but it greatly, greatly increases your odds. And if you're an actor, the odds are always against you. So that's something that you definitely can do. But we will be posting that how to audition information, in the Discord as well too. So stay tuned for that. But very simple process. If you get the call back, you'll have a one-on-one call with us. We go through the second lines of the callbacks. Then from there, we will go ahead and do casting. As Brendan mentioned, we will fly you out. We will cover all the costs. Right now, we are only working in the North Americas. So if you are international, unfortunately, no reason not to audition, because again, we're going to see them, we're going to watch them, we're going to see that you're part of it. And as we scale up, flying someone out internationally is not going to be an issue whatsoever. So that's going to be the process for all of our movies moving forward. It's an online audition process, very straightforward. Highly recommend you audition no matter what, even if you're like, oh, I don't think I might have a good shot here, just so we can see you, just so we can do it. Because a lot of times we'll see people and we'll say, oh, you know what, this person might be a good character for this, or hey, wow, now we have someone who might fit a good role for this. So I always recommend you auditioning. You also get DBS points for it. So really there's no reason not to. And the last thing, I really wanted to end this meeting with is we are never going to forget the support that we get from the group of people who are here now. This, especially, I'm going to echo this out to our amazing mod team, to Carl's Club, to our super fans right now. I mean, I know you guys are already proud. A lot of us remember when we first started this Discord, we had just a couple people in here, less than 100, just kind of talking around. And now look at us. We're growing fast. And the biggest thing that we want to recommend or mention is this year is going to be a lot of hard work. It's going to be a lot of hard work from us. It's going to be a lot of hard work from our mod team, from our community, but all of that work will combine and it will be paid off. We will 100% never forget those who are supporting us now. That's why things like having a Haunting of the Murder House supporter role, which you can no longer get, is going to mean the world in the future. Showing that you were here to support the launch of Forest of Death is going to mean the world. That's what I love about Discord. We can track all of the support that you're getting. So when we become this juggernaut of a studio that is taking on Hollywood, that is doing community style, that has multiple productions, multiple movies per year, continue to follow this model, we're going to reward everyone that's here today. So Brendan, I know that you can echo that same feeling.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, our support right now, and I just mentioned it in the podcast, we're trying to break through the ceiling right now. And your support with the latest launch of Forest of Death is going to be absolutely crucial. We don't take a dime from this project. I put my own money out for these projects, and then any kind of revenue that comes back in either goes to the Discord or it goes to scaling up and getting more people involved in our movies, getting better special effects, getting, higher quality actors. And we're still on the ground floor right now. But, our last movie, The Murder House, was top 15 on Amazon. If we could beat that, all that's revenue, that's visibility, that benefits all you guys. The more revenue, the more eyeballs we can get on this movie, the bigger we can grow, the faster we can grow. We did 2 movies last year. We're going to do 4 movies this year. We had maybe 20, 25 Discord members in a movie last year. We're trying to do 50 plus this year. So the growth is there, but obviously we need your support. The $3 to $4 to purchase the movie is so beneficial. It probably comes back to you 100 times, especially if you're an actor and want to be involved in this process. Yes, we have a big Discord. Yes, we have a big following, but it's still, you have much better odds of working on a production like ours than you do in the Hollywood system, where there's thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of other people competing for these roles. And there's a lot of nepotism. There's a lot of other stuff that goes on. We're here to work with the, hungry people who are passionate about making movies, passionate about horror movies, and really want to be actors. Those are the people, those are my people. These are the people that I want to work with. And, as we grow, we're going to grow together. So, I always kind of say this: if you audition for the next movie and don't get it, don't worry about this. Worry about the next one and the next movie and the next movie. We're not going to stop. We're not going to give up. We're going to continue to make all these movies. So kind of take this as, if this is what you want to do with your life, if you want to be an actor and actress, take the long-term vision. We're going to make a lot of movies. We're going to involve a lot of people. So don't get discouraged if you're not in the next movie that we're going to film, because there's always another one. Always audition. With each audition, you're going to get better. The same way with each movie that we make, we get better.
That's exactly right. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up right now, because guys, we're excited. We know it's going to be a lot of work, but like we were saying, all of the support, all of the little things, sharing our posts, watching our movie, commenting, mentioning, hey, have you seen DBS? Hey, it's a really cool thing. All of these things add up, and this is going to be the power of the community. And I'm so excited to make movies. I'm so excited to make lifetime friendships here. I'm so excited to make lifetime memories. I'm so excited to not only make these movies, but celebrate our success together. And this is really something that we are, to my knowledge, nothing like this ever existed before. And we're on something that's really groundbreaking. And just where we're at now, Everyone here right now, as you mentioned, we're still on the ground floor, but we've proven this model. The model works. We're trending. Now we just need to put in the work on this. We need to continue doing what we're doing. And me and my brother, we're going to work very hard for you guys. Our job is to not let you down. And I know with the support that you're providing us, with everything that you're providing, there's no way we can be stopped. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, but I appreciate all of the support that you provided us. I appreciate all the support from our amazing mod team. Appreciate all the amazing support from all of our super fans and everyone. And I am looking forward to an absolutely amazing 2023. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night, and I hope you're just as excited as we are.